Hey girl, it's Coach B. Wiley. I had zero intentions of doing a video this day, let alone this week. However, I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning and Jada Pinkett Smith was on there and she said something that stood out to me that I think I should pass along to you. She said something about, this is not verbatim, but she said something about her foundation that stemmed up from her childhood. You know, your foundation, the foundation of the house and your foundation of who you are is what she really had to go back, reflect on, and then shift and pivot in a different direction in order to spiritually rise to where she is now with healing and specifically being worthy, deeming herself worthy. And it made me think of me, and I then thought of you because maybe how you grew up, maybe your mother, father didn't affirm you, maybe you were never told you did a good job, you're pretty, you can do anything you put your mind to. Maybe your opinion never even mattered or was considered when you were growing up from your parents, or if you came from a single parent home, maybe your mother was just so busy with the other kids or working, or maybe she just didn't have what it took, not on purpose, but she didn't have the tools in order to emotionally invest in you and really tap into how you operate, what you're thinking, how things affect you, what you want to do with your life. And that can play a big role in the fundamentals of how you see yourself. So think about yourself. Think about what you're always telling yourself that isn't in a good light. If you're always overcritical, if you're always putting yourself down, if you're really hung up on your appearance and no matter what you do, you have to maybe change clothes a few times in the morning to get it right. Or maybe you find yourself just saying, F it, and I'm just going to put on whatever because it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm not seen, I'm overlooked, no one cares. The guys that I do think care, they only care for a little while, and then they pick me up and put me down. So what is the use in me caring? Why should I even try? Why don't I just be single for the rest of my life? Because I keep banging my head against the wall when it comes to dating. I keep putting myself out there when it comes to dating, and I continue to come up short. Now, what this means is how it's connected is your fundamentals. You have to turn it around and you have to actually go back into the foundation and jackhammer that thing up. Whatever that negative, toxic upbringing that happened, whatever you didn't get and you wish you had, and now you're actually pouring into your children, you have to pour it into you. You have to get that foundation out of here, brick by brick, get it out, and then start anew. That means today. So think about whatever it is that you're beating yourself up about when it comes to you. Because at the end of the day, you're the common denominator in everything in your life. And specifically when we're talking about dating, you got to understand why you like what you like, why you're attracted to what you're attracted to, why you desire what you desire. And it 9 times out of 10 goes back to what you experienced as a child and or did not see as a child, but now you want it as an adult, but you keep going down the wrong road. I do believe that this is a part of the process. That foundation, that ground that you're built on is a part of the process. I even talked about this to my 17-year-old son. And he even said, it's about the foundation. Think about a building, the structure. Once the building is torn down, you can tell a lot about the foundation. And this is a 17-year-old boy talking to me. So he gets it. And I hope that you're getting it too. That perhaps maybe your foundation and the way you grew up and the ground that you've been building on, and your structure as a woman, as a ex-wife, as an ex-girlfriend, as a situationship kind of girl, as a woman who's never been in a dating situation or in a relationship, perhaps it goes back to what you're building on. And if you're building on faulty foundation, then you could continue to get what you don't want. So you and me together, let's both go back together and jackhammer that freaking foundation. get it out, throw it away, dismiss it, be done with it, and then one brick by another brick with love, with self-care, with affirmation, with grace, with peace, with God, with the universe, and just everything you got, all that good energy you got. Let's rebuild brick by brick. Are you ready to do this with me? Let me know in the comments.